What happens if you mix milkers, fighting, superpowers, and butt-ass naked men? You get Undead, Unluck, ladies and gentlemen, so sit back and enjoy this overload of craziness. The series starts in a city. We see our main character, Fuko Izumi, ready to off herself, but she is questioned by our other protagonist, Andy. Fuko reveals that she had the curse of granting bad luck to people she touched, which is why she threatens Andy to stay away with a knife. However, being the absolute Chad Andy is, he walked right into the knife and moved her away from the edge of the bridge. At this instance, Fuko's ability has been triggered, and Andy immediately meets Truck Kun's best friend, Train Kun. But unlike other isekai protagonists, Andy maintained his cool and regrew his whole body back as he possesses the power of Undead. He took Fuko in hopes of finding the death he had yearned for. We transitioned to Andy and Fuko on a rooftop, where Andy learnt about Fuko's parents' death. Andy also learnt that he could receive more bad luck the more intimately and the more surface area you touch. Andy then abducted her to his hideout. In the hideout, they are approached by Andy's enemies whose job is to capture negators such as Andy and Fuko. But what they forgot is that he is messing with the main characters. Andy broke out of his capsule that they captured him in and started fighting them. During the battle, Andy received a smooch from Fuko, which created so much unluckiness to a point where a meteor started falling from the sky, straight to Andy and his poor opponent. Man, Fuko is Madara for real. After the battle, Andy instantly turned into a horn dog, even though it's still November. I bet he already got the I failed NNN post ready. He chases Fuko for more intimate actions, but Fuko said that he could only gain unluckiness if she falls for him to get his hopes down. However, after hearing this, Andy promised to keep Fuko alive until she falls in love with him. After gearing up, they are approached by a guy in Wall E from an organization called Union, who are responsible for capturing negators like Andy and Fuko. Robot Man immediately punched Andy into the ground while the other guy caught Fuko. The blue-haired guy is called Shen. He explained that they could be safe if they eliminate Union members, as they would take their positions. From there, Fuko and Andy both agreed to kill Shen and RoboCop and take their spots in the Union. After a few more exchange of blows, Andy realized that the robot has the rule of unavoidable, making his opponent freeze to take its attack. At this moment, Andy made a 1000 IQ move by shooting a part of his finger into Optimus Prime's head, which it cannot freeze as he regenerated a new one. It's a bit confusing, I know. Moving on to their next target, Shen. They failed miserably, as Shen is on a completely different level. At this moment, Fuko suggests to do some sussy business with Andy to grant him the most unluckiness needed to die before they are both defeated by Shen. However, after hearing this, Shen chuckled and presented them with an ultimatum. He explained that in 3 days, there would be another Union member in Lake Baikal, providing them a chance to secure another spot to join the Union. I am sorry for never knowing that Andy is balling like that. He is going to Russia on a yacht. Anyways, out of nowhere, they're attacked by fighter jets, which Andy took care of easily. A mysterious woman chilling in space fired an invisible projectile which sank their yacht, almost causing Fuko to drown to death. But of course, since this is an anime, she wouldn't make it without a bit of CPR, which means a little bit of mouth-to-mouth action has to be done, which also means that a whole explosion under the sea would occur because of a whole lot of unluckiness from the intimate smooch. They landed on a jet, and we witnessed a showcase of Andy's new move. They boarded the jet and flew to Lake Baikal just before it self-destructed. Since this is Fuko's first time overseas, Andy decided to let her relax at the lake while he goes and gathers his old battle buddies. There she met a girl named Gina. She loves Japanese school life. Fuko ended up painting with her. This is where Fuko learnt that Gina likes stuff that never changes, as it would not be tied down or swayed by anyone, which is why she loves art so much as it would capture a still moment in this ever-changing world. Gina asked for Fuko's opinion, and Fuko answered that she likes stuff that changes more, as having to meet Andy. Someone that can change her and give her a reason to live feels nice. After hearing that, Gina is triggered as she stepped on water and raised a whole chunk of the sea with her. Hold up, first of all. Just because someone disagrees with your opinion doesn't mean you need to flex your power on her that hard. Second of all, why the sea? She must be feeling like she's Jesus right now to be stepping on water. Suddenly, Andy popped out of nowhere and attacked Gina, which was blocked by an invisible barrier. Apparently, Gina is the Union member they are after this whole time. The battle begins with a bit of flirting from Gina. However, Andy once again proved that the A in his name stands for Alpha, as he made an attack to keep her away. Andy also revealed that he had been caught by Gina 50 years ago when Gina was 16. Wait, does that mean Gina is 66? It is said that Gina is in love with Andy as she is in love with his coolness. Anyways, the battle escalated quickly when Andy started talking about how Fuko is his, and no one can kill her, which made Gina extremely jealous and angry. Her hat literally turned into a Beyblade that sliced through Andy's body. Andy exploded into a million pieces and showered blood everywhere, revealing invisible arms around Gina. Analyzing this, Andy came to the conclusion that Gina has the rule of unchange, which negates an object's change in form. After that, Andy made a joke about how Gina's sagging peach could not be unchanged. This made Gina furious. She started to shoot laser beams from her fleet in the sky, hitting Andy right in his eggplant. Man, Andy really got punished for asking people to rate his fit this time. Anyhow, Andy spotted a hole in the barrier under Gina, which they took advantage of. First, Andy blinded Gina's sight with his blood, and used the katana to flip Gina's barrier, which created a hole just big enough for a very unlucky severed head to enter, which is just unlucky enough to activate a death beam from Gina's fleet. Gina is defeated and about to die. Gina reveals that she thought she could change after joining the Union, but after working for many years, capturing many men, she is not able to change a bit about herself. Thinking back, maybe change is not that bad at all. On her last breath, Andy leaned forward and kissed her, reminding her that a few wrinkles from old age will never change how beautiful she is. And just like that, Fuko and Andy managed to get a spot in the Union, freed from the constant pursuit of negators. To be continued.